How's it going, you guys? It is the end of the day. It's finally cooled down. You guys hear that squawking? It's from the baby. They're so annoying when they're babies. It could easily fly and go get its own food, but it's still requiring mother to take care of it. Let me see if I can get this. Well, no, I couldn't get him squawking, but still, regardless. Cute, but annoying sometimes. Their chirps get really cute as they get older. But the plan for today is I'm gonna harvest as much of this as I possibly can get. We have a ton of flowers. They don't all look their best. That is okay. My plan is harvest as many of these as I can and make as many flower arrangements as I can, and I'm going to bring some of them to work tomorrow. We have 3 girls that work at the barbershop, and I will bring all of them flowers and flowers for all of the neighbors, which, if you haven't heard, we do have new neighbors here in that house. They moved in, actually a really nice couple, and they have a couple kids, and yeah, super good. So let's harvest as much of this as I can before we run out of daylight. Like I said, it's the very end of the day, so let's get it done. So before we move on with more of a few things that have changed in the very short period of time that I've been gone, I wanted to I wanted to do something really quick. You guys know, if you've been watching for a while, that I love to give things away, and it's usually to people that are like in my like little inner circle, like people that I can actively go and see. So like whether it's giving away the flowers or like giving away books, and I just love to give people things. I also love a good item on sale. If you're following me on Instagram, you know, like at least twice a week I link something in my Instagram that is on sale. I guess 2 things. One is the website. I'm going to be posting blog posts on there about kind of things that I find throughout the week that I think are really good deals that are on sale, or things that we already have, that we've bought, that we've tried, that I really am liking at that moment. So that's one. The second thing is that I wanted to, every single month from now on until who knows when, but at least for a while, I would like to give away a book or something that I'm enjoying, whether maybe it might be a pair of, like, you know, pruners, it might be a garden book, it really could just be anything, but I want to, once a month from now on, give something away to somebody who has been super active on the channel. So people who have been commenting on the channel a lot. I would like to give away a book or a pair of pruners, or, like I said, just something I'm enjoying. So there's no way to like really enter. It's just comment on the channels and interact, and it's just be present and hang out with me. So I think this month I'm going to give the first book away to Judy McCarrow. She comments on every single video, you guys. She watches every single video, and even if she's not like gonna say something about the video, she always goes, "Hi, Brent," and it makes us both kind of giggle a little bit, and it's very sweet. So Judy, shoot me an email with your mailing address, and I'll get a book sent out to you. But yeah, like I said, once a month I would like to be doing this. So if you you know, the more you interact, the more I'll see you, and that's just kind of who I'm going to choose, is somebody I see interacting the most and who kind of comes like front of mind. So let's move on to the next thing that's changed in the garden while I've been gone. So the general plan, now that I have my snips, harvest as many zinnias as I can, harvest the amaranth. The asters, I didn't harvest them while I was gone, obviously, so they're looking very sad now. They have blooms, but let me show you guys, they look a little bit burned in the center or something, I don't know. That's not that pretty anymore, so I won't be harvesting any of those. You can see a lot of them are kind of crispy. So they were really pretty in the landscape, but they're just not that pretty anymore. So I won't be harvesting any more of those. I'm gonna not harvest any of this. I'm gonna harvest some of the Sweet Annie, harvest the zinnias, harvest a ton of the mahogany splendor hibiscus, get as many sunflowers out as I can, the amaranth, zinnias. If there's any status left, which there's really not much good status, there's like a few little pieces of it like here, but there's a lot of like fried and crispy stuff. So let's get to work. I won't be even harvesting any of the euphorbia just because of the sap that it like secretes. Not good. So there's really not a whole lot left in this area. So I got pretty much every flower that looks good. There's still a few that look okay, but they look like weird flowers, so I'm not loving it. Okay, there's somebody racing their car. There's a few that look okay, but I'm just not going to. For the most part, they look like this, you know, or like this. A lot of the white ones either have really soft necks still, so they're not, I mean, even that one, I don't know. On camera, they look better, but they have a lot of like burnt edges and crispy petals already starting. So the white ones are just not doing well anymore. Some of them look pretty good. They actually look way better on camera than they do here in real life. You look at the patch and it still looks beautiful, but for the most part, they are like starting to have burnt edges. I mean, you look at it and you're like, yeah, that's a good one, but you see all the burnt tips, and that's how most of these are. And I tried to pick as many of the purple ones that I could find. I obviously still missed a few of them, but like, I mean, this one has like a couple burnt petals on it. This one still has a super weak neck, so I can't harvest that. So I might have missed a few, or they just had really weird stems. Like this one's long and then it's got like a 2-inch neck on it. So there's not much there. And then as far as dahlias, I didn't harvest a single dahlia to put in a single arrangement this year, and I am heartbroken by that. Pretty much every single dahlia on my property has powdery mildew, and it's like severe powdery mildew, like really, really badly. So that's why a lot of this needs to come out. Things just didn't perform the way that I thought they were going to perform, and I'm bummed because there were some really pretty ones. This is all the ones I started from seed, and they just did not do good. And same thing over here. I mean, look at this flop. It's just not been the best year for dahlias, and I get them and they get to a good size. This one's Teddy, and the petals on the back are already starting to burn before I could even use them. So usually a year of dahlias, they open all the way. Like this is the best looking one that I've seen on the property, and usually these back petals will be all the way tilted back and I could still use it because they still look so good. But they're just covered in powdery mildew, or they've got like burns or holes in them. I mean, look at this. Isn't that so sad? It looks terrible, and I'm really, really saddened by it. There's just disease and burn, and I think this might be, well, there's a good bug egg right there. But still, it's just a little late in the season now to try to do much recovery. There's like spider mite damage and aphid damage and just everything. So this is all going to come out tomorrow, which I'm very heartbroken by. I don't think I'll ever do dahlias in row crops like this ever again. I'll probably end up just doing them in my beds, in my long beds, and I'll do one here, one there, you know, tuck them in as I see them fit. I learned a lot of which ones I liked and didn't like. Teddy's a really good one. The stem on it was really big, but it just wasn't, I don't know, it was a whole problem. So powdery mildew on all the dahlias. These are all going to come out tomorrow. That's why we're harvesting as many as we can. And most of the zinnias just kind of did some really weird things. Like, look at how burnt this one is. This is supposed to be like queen lime with blush, and a lot of them look like this, and then the tips are all just burned. So I actually didn't even get that many flowers. I got way less than I thought I was going to get. I was going to harvest the sunflowers, but even those all of a sudden are being really weird. Let me pop one of these off. It's like long and skinny. What is going on with this? It's a weird shape for the sunflower. And usually these ones do really long stems, but do you see how short that is right there? It's like a little nubby thing. I can't use that in a flower arrangement. So, end of the flower season. I'm very happy. There's a few things that are going to stay tomorrow though, and I will go over that in tomorrow's video. But for now, I'm running out of daylight, so I need to get all of these flowers arranged really quickly. So I have flowers to pass out to neighbors and friends. Let me show you guys what all I got though. Out of that entire field, not even a full bucket of zinnias. I mean, maybe 1 bucket of zinnias. A whole bucket of the mahogany splendor hibiscus. That has been great this year. Some sweet Annie, which has actually gone to flower, so there's kind of some pollen on it, and a little bit of status. It's not so sad. So I'm gonna run inside, grab a couple vases. Very, very sad haul of flowers. Way less than I thought I was gonna get. All right, this is what we're gonna call quick flowers. I got 2 that I need to make ASAP. These are gonna be for the girls at work. And then I'm gonna treat myself to a big champagne style bucket of flowers for me, just because we haven't brought that many flowers in for ourselves. So I'm gonna make these really quick because we are almost out of daylight. Okay, as usual, I overmade the flower arrangements. Brent said this is the grand prize and this is the consolation prize. I wasn't entertained. These will go to the girls at work. I don't want to say I'm going to choose favorites, so they're going to have to fight for who gets which one. I'm very happy that this is coming to an end, though. We're running out of daylight. I'm happy the flowers are coming to an end. It was a good learning experience. I learned so much this year in the garden, and it's invaluable. Everything that I learned what not to do, what to do, how I should have been growing things, when I should have pinched things. I learned a lot this year. And this is the last of the flowers from the flower field. That's it. All of that for 2 more small arrangements. And I ended up picking amaranth from my own amaranth that I'm growing in a flower bed. There's a bug. Ugh. We're going inside. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys. Okay, well, I did end up making myself one. There it is. It is 3 ingredients. It is mahogany splendor hibiscus right here. Some of the silver lining roses, which in this light they're looking a little more like soft pink, but they're definitely more like a silvery purple. And some of the fountain grass. So all ingredients came from the containers there. The silver lining rose there. You can see my mess. And the mahogany splendor hibiscus. And I actually really like it. So there are 3 rose sprigs in here. I didn't want to totally take everything off of the rose, and so I thought 3. I like it. A well-deserved last floral arrangement.